Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Clemson Tigers taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Kramer. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Reed. With the catch, it's Moss. He's past the 30. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Things did not go their way in ACC play last year. This year, an opportunity maybe to turn things around.
And we've seen people in this league turn things around. The ACC every year, it seems like, you know, like Reese, you always say, spinning that wheel of destiny. Who's going to be in the championship game? So it's not unheard of that you can have a bad season and turn it around. So, Jesse, a lot of examples to point to as they kick off this season.
Yeah, it's critical then to get off to a fast start, right? They've got to come out here in their first conference game in ACC play and put it all together. Offense has to march the ball, score points. Defense needs to get some stops and create some takeaways and set a standard for yourself throughout the course of the season. Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the Aggies are on the move. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a grab and there's room. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
The sure hands, it's Concepcion. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He'll take it himself. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Moss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. Got his man quickly. And he moves into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Brown. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Handoff from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go right back to the run. It's a running room. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about being physical up front, but if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd down, going up top. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete.
Texas A&M 7, Clemson 0.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Here's a heat. Finds a man on the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He lost one down the sideline. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Pressure coming. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. To throw, it's Reed. Here's the pressure. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
The Aggies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Quarterback making checks. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Houston. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Sets up the screen. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. It's a seam wide open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quick completion to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. This quarterback part of their running game. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Smith. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there, because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator, because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for a deep man. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage. A rather anticlimactic end to the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Hard run. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
To the ground. He's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. That's caught, it's Moore.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He leaves it with his back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double. Makes the grab past the marker. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Swings it out to the flat. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get in the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
This is a design run. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down.
Gain of 1. And 1st down for the offense.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On the ground, it's Davidson. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Clemson! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do...
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Reed. That's caught. It's Bussey. Turns it on in midfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Scrambling away. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless. Those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Makes a connection. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
Clemson, 9.
So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Davidson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks it up, still on his feet. They knock him down. Finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On 4th down, going to the air. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll send the back in motion. They want to run this quarterback. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive in advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee on fourth down. Happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put